Hey there, viewers! Heart disease is the #1 cause of death worldwide. Someone dies from it every 36 seconds in the United States. While heart disease seems to be everywhere, there are so many things we can do to reduce the risk of getting it. Let's talk about 7 lifestyle changes that make your heart healthier. Should I finally quit smoking? What do I do to lose weight? What should my eating habits be? Wait, should I really stop drinking booze? Oh, now I'm mad. We're talking all of that and more. Number 1. Cut down on booze. I know, summer's right around the corner and you're going to be tempted to have an afternoon drink or 2, or 3, or more. It happens all the time. But if you're worried about the health of your heart, you're going to want to reduce your intake. Alcohol increases your blood pressure and messes around with your heart rhythm. If your arteries are clogged, your heart won't pump blood as easy as it's supposed to. High blood pressure will eventually lead to a heart attack or stroke. Beer is also loaded with empty calories, which may make you gain weight. Are you a beer drinker? Well, a single 12-ounce bottle is around 155 calories. If you really want to party and let loose, what you need to do is limit your intake. It's recommended that you have no more than 2 drinks per day. By practicing discipline, you're lowering your risk of heart disease while also having fun. It's a win-win situation, people. What's the most amount of beer you've ever had in a night? What was your occasion? Did you cut back after? Sound off in the comment section and start a conversation with our Bestie community. Number 2. Reduce stress. This is much easier said than done, but if you want to give your heart a break, you need to find a way to de-stress. Studies have shown that heart disease is directly linked to the amount of stress in your life, whether it's turmoil in your family life or issues at work. But it's not just the effects stress has on your body, it's also the behaviors people adopt when they're too worked up. Stress often causes people to eat too much. They're also more likely to pick up smoking. Stress has a direct effect on your blood pressure and your cholesterol levels. Everybody has their own way of unwinding after a long day at work, whether it's chilling out on the couch for an evening or heading out for a jog. Heck, even a drink can take the edge off. Not that I'm recommending that. We're cutting back on beer, right? Stress reduction can happen by maintaining a positive attitude. Find something that you like to do, or find a friend or loved one to talk to. Sometimes the best thing is to communicate to someone who cares. Actually, here's something you need to do. It deserves its own entry onto our list. Number 3. Exercise. You knew it was coming. Sorry, but in order to make your heart healthier, you need to engage in more physical activity. How much exercise have you been getting during the pandemic? I know I could get more. Did you know that 150 minutes of exercise per week of physical activity can boost your heart health? I'm not just talking about hectic workouts. Any physical activity will do. Just going outside for a walk around your neighborhood could do the trick. Regular exercise will lower both your blood pressure and cholesterol. It also helps you maintain a healthy weight. All of these things reduce your risk of heart disease. Now, I'm not going to get into the whole thing about which exercise you should do. Everybody has their preferences, and there's plenty of other videos that have talked about that already. If you want to start exercising, I would recommend going for a 20-minute walk at least 3 times a day. Not only will your heart thank you, but so will your weight. Actually, let's talk about weight for our next entry. Number 4. Shed some pounds. Now, I'm certainly not assuming you're out of shape, but if you feel like you could lose a few pounds, be honest with yourself. A healthy weight is extremely important for a healthy heart. Obesity puts adults at risk not only of heart disease but also cancer and diabetes. But on the topic of heart disease, the more obese you are, the greater your chances of developing cardiovascular issues. When you're obese, your body requires more blood to supply oxygen and nutrients throughout your body. As a result, your heart works overtime to pump and your blood pressure increases. If your blood pressure continues to increase, you'll suffer a heart attack. If you take the proper precautions, you can maintain your weight and body mass index. This will keep your heart healthy and reduce your risk of disease. Before we continue, what's your diet been like lately? Have you been eating too much salty, greasy foods? Check out our recent video on what eating bacon every day does to your body. Now back to our discussion on lifestyle changes that'll help your heart. Number 5. Eat healthier foods. If you want your heart to be in tip-top shape, your diet needs to change. We've been in a pandemic for the last year. Many of us have eaten way too many pizzas and hamburgers. I'm one of them. Your diet has a massive impact on your health. Everything you eat is processed, with nutrients being distributed throughout your body. If you're not getting enough nutrients, you're simply eating gross, fatty foods. Your heart sure doesn't appreciate this. If you want a happy heart, you need to eat more fruits and vegetables, not to mention eating certain meats like poultry and fish. There are countless different foods that are jam-packed with nutrients. You want foods with plenty of vitamins, minerals, fiber, and protein. Certain fats are also necessary. Heart-healthy foods include berries, green vegetables, avocados, fatty fish, walnuts, and beans. I know it doesn't seem as fun as ordering a burrito from your favorite restaurant, but there are so many fun and creative ways to add them to your diet. Think about this next time you're at the grocery store. Maybe you can take a walk over and get some exercise. Number 6. Stop smoking. I'm not even going to get into what cigarettes do to your lungs. You've been hearing this since you were a small child. Smoking comes with countless problems. Not only does it affect your breathing, but your heart also pays a price. Smoking is one of the biggest contributors to heart disease. It's not just awful smoke you need to worry about. There's also a bunch of gross chemicals in cigarettes that impact you. Cigarettes hurt the lining of your blood vessels. This causes clots to form in your veins and arteries, which slows down the flow of your blood. From here, coronary artery disease happens. This only leads to heart attack and stroke. If you're already deep down the rabbit hole of cigarettes, the best thing you can do is slowly get off them. Whatever your method is for quitting, try it. Some people gently cut back while others quit cold turkey. The more of a break you take from smoking, the better off your health will be. Number 7. Manage your existing health problems. Not everyone had a clean slate to start with. You may already have some serious health problems you're dealing with. Health conditions like diabetes, high cholesterol, and out-of-control blood pressure can all lead down the road to heart disease. You need to take the proper course of action to keep these conditions in check. These measures vary depending on how severe your condition is. For a person with type 2 diabetes, your arteries become terribly damaged. Over time, you'll experience cardiovascular issues. The same goes for somebody with high LDL cholesterol. Plaque will form in the walls of your arteries, making you more vulnerable to heart disease. If you have any of these conditions, it's best to talk to your doctor. This way, you'll know how to maintain them so your heart doesn't suffer more. Find out if there are medications you need to be taking. Follow the instructions daily and make sure you're not overdoing it. If you're not maintaining your current health conditions, you may not be able to eat certain foods or engage in specific workouts. If you want to live, you need a healthier heart. I think it's obvious at this point. But there are other organs that also play a huge role in your health. Let's keep the conversation going with a couple more videos, shall we? Check out 19 foods that improve your unhealthy lungs. Or how about 8 signs of an unhealthy bladder you can't ignore? Go ahead and pick one. Or better yet, watch both and learn more about how to improve the health of your body. Are you thinking about making any of these changes? Let us know in the comments below.